What's going on, my people? Wise out here again, back for you guys again. Another day, another dollar. We're here to talk that wise stuff to you. Be sure if you're new to go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Hit that like button at the end if you feel like you got some value from this, and even drop a comment because we are definitely doing things. Today, I want to discuss something that is pretty important for you if you are just starting out as an entrepreneur or you are in some sort of sales job, if you will. Whatever, this is just called entrepreneurs. It pretty much is at the end of the day, right? So it's really important to have systems. Okay, systems. I can't even exercise that enough. It's going to be so important to have systems to make your life easier. Why? Because life is just freaking difficult. Let's face it, life is difficult, and in order for it to become easier, you have to have some sort of control. And a way to grab control of your life is to have some sort of systems. So I don't necessarily mean this 100% in business. I mean this just like in general, like in your whole life, like should be systematic. Everything you do should be systematic. Now, not saying you should be a robot, but I'm saying that you should have some sort of structure in terms of what it is you're doing. So let's say, for example, just your daily routine. So you wake up, probably go to the bathroom, probably brush your teeth, probably eat your breakfast, probably, go to the gym, and then you head to work, right? So that's like a system that people call it a routine, but that's like your system that you do on a daily basis that keeps things functioning well. Okay. In business, it's so important to have systems for things, systems to handle paperwork, systems to explain things to people, systems to collect things from people. Like it's kind of a big deal. And especially as you start to grow, you want to make sure that you do have these systems in place in your business and they're efficient. They're running well, because I can't even tell you how many times where I've seen situations where people have these systems and they're totally broken. Like, it's just like, dude, you might as well not even have these systems because they're not running very efficiently. So I think it's going to be really important to kind of just figure out exactly what kind of system you'll need for whatever it is you're trying to do. And that's why I'm keeping it so vague, because honestly, I don't know exactly what it is that most of you guys will be trying to do, but I just want you to get the idea around forming some sort of system. So saying it needs to happen like this, that, this, and that. Now, get it. I understand that it's not going to always go out that way. It's not going to always happen that way, but you pretty much want to come as close as you can to whatever plan that you set out to do originally, because what that's going to help you to be able to do in the future is to take on more tasks, right? More problems, right? And the funny thing, and I'll probably do a video on this in itself too, because it's like a big deal. Biggie Smalls had that song, more problems, more money, or more money, more problems, right? That's actually kind of funny, but I look at it from the entrepreneurial, the business perspective, and it's actually more problems equals more money. So the more problems that you have and the more problems you're able to solve, the more money you can make, the more you can do. And in order to efficiently solve these problems, guess what you'll need? Some sort of system, right, to figure things out. Or even a formula. That's another thing. And I'll probably talk about that too. I have this pretty cool formula that you can pretty much apply to any problem, and you can come up pretty darn close to the answer like every single time without a doubt. It's going to take time, but if you just put it in the formula, because it's literally like a mathematical equation, like the problem, the equation, right, is whatever situation or whatever it is that you're dealing with. And in order to solve that problem with that equation, what do you need first? Before anything, you need the formula, right? So you plug in the formula, you take the variables, you take the situation, the little moving parts of the situation, you plug it into the formula, and boom, out comes the answer. So, just kind of want to bring that up to your attention, that we will definitely be covering that in later videos, but just want to kind of keep it short and simple and to the point on this one about systems, because it is really important. And again, like I said, it's kind of vague because I don't know exactly what you guys are trying to do. If you're trying to do real estate, I can kind of give you a couple of examples. A good, way to have systems is the paperwork. Nobody likes to do paperwork. I hate that. I can't stand that part. It's like the most annoying part. So you want to make sure that, from getting your original agreement. So whatever that is, whether if it's an offer, if it's a listing agreement, you want to make sure that you have all that paperwork together by such and such time. And then, whatever else paperwork that comes up, you need to have it, by a specific time. And it's all happening in a sort of sequence, right? So that's just kind of an example for real estate. I mean, you can kind of apply that to a ton of different other businesses and really things, like I said, just, like even in your life, you can do that, as well. So just kind of want to end that here. And like I said, go ahead and hit that like button if you feel like you got some value from this, so that I can kind of gauge and know which direction I'm going to start catering the content to as well. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're not already. And until then, I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, much peace, much love.